everybody. Welcome to another episode of Pandocap. Thank you for joining me today. Today we have a very special guest, Aquiles Larrea, and he's going to be sharing a little bit about his background. Welcome to the Pandocap show, Aquiles. Can you please tell our audience a little bit about your journey and where you are today?
Well, Laura, it's a pleasure to be here. A little bit about my journey. My journey started 26 years ago. I started out in one of the wirehouses, which I will not mention here to not get in trouble. And I started my own firm back in March of 2002. And the cool thing about starting your own firm, you have a lot of great ideas, but you quickly learn no one idea or what have you really brings your level of success up. It's really the relationships that you have with the clients, the fortitude that you need in this type of environment, and the conviction that is absolutely necessary being a money manager, being an advisor to take you next level. And we can talk a little bit about that and absolutely much more.
What's your thought on the markets these days?
Well, the markets are very interesting right now. I was saying the other day to a colleague, I said, I would be more worried if the markets didn't correct, if the tech sector didn't correct itself, because then we would have a big bubble going on and then people are going to really be running for the hills. But this time of year, this didn't happen last year, but this time of year, it is notorious that sell-offs occur, corrections occur, and pullbacks occur. Why? Because people have been riding the upside for more than a year in the tech sector. And we're talking 1,000% in some areas, 300% just this quarter for Zoom. You have to have these corrections. It's normal, it's safe, and it keeps the market stable. So I think that's important, and remind your audience that this is something that has to happen. You don't have to like it, but it is normal and safe, strategic. Think where to position yourself now so that way you can just go and move forward.
And so what does Hispanic Heritage Month mean for you?
Well, I mean, it can mean a lot of things for me, but in particular, the one thing that I see is that the community is growing, that we are accepting working with each other, which when I began in the business was really a no-no. There was just that sectionality that was happening amongst Latinos that, a Puerto Rican doesn't work with Dominican doesn't work with Ecuadorian or Mexican. It was really, sectioned off. And your parents would tell you, I don't know if you want to work with. That's really this generation, the now generations, including my generation, are now putting that aside, saying, that's ridiculous. We need to work together in order to have a voice together, that strength together. So I really see that as a huge positive for the community, and we can only get stronger going forward.
Thank you. That was very insightful. So what's your outlook for the rest of the year and maybe going into 2021?
Well, the rest of the outlook, for the year, we have a very interesting year. We have an election in November, so we're going to see markets creeping up to that point. And after the decision is made and the person, whether it be Biden or Trump, is elected, then we're going to start seeing the market edging up even more so. I wouldn't be surprised. This last quarter is going to be so interesting where people are going to have a stealth victory in their portfolios. You're just going to see that your money's going to go up. It could go up on average anywhere between 3 and 4% for the quarter. Where I really see the big potential is first quarter, second quarter 2021, because hopefully by then we're going to have the pandemic vaccine in place. And by having that vaccine in place, we're going to have certainty. And the market loves certainty. The more certain the market, the higher up it goes. So that's those first two quarters of 2021. We're going to see some nice moves on the upside if that is the case. And the question becomes, well, how quickly can we get that vaccine out there?
That's wonderful. Well, it's very hopeful, and I'm encouraged by your outlook. So hopefully it comes true. Aquiles, thank you so much for being on the Pandocap show. and sharing your wonderful insights with our audience. And we're going to check in with you soon enough and see how everything turns out for the end of the year in 2021.
Well, it's my pleasure. It was a pleasure being here, and I'm honored to help out any way that I can.